December's interest rate decision remains firmly in the balance following new comments this weekend from Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey. Hi everyone, Martin Bamford here. In this video, I'm looking at some new comments from the Bank of England boss Andrew Bailey, who says the risks to inflation forecasts are two-sided. Now, what do these comments tell us about the likelihood of interest rates being hiked at the December Monetary Policy Committee MPC meeting? It looks like the Bank of England will raise interest rates if the economy evolves as they expect. But, according to Bailey in these comments, the situation is febrile with a mixed picture from the data. These new comments suggest that a rate rise next month is not yet a done deal. And that's, of course, despite the latest employment and inflation figures both coming in very strongly. The bank was accused of bottling it at their last MPC meeting, which took place earlier this month, when they voted by a majority to keep interest rates on hold at their historic low of 0.1%. Markets are now betting on a rate hike in December at the next meeting, which would be, if it takes place, the first to happen since 2018. And the indicators out there right now suggest it would involve rates going up from 0.1% to 0.25%. Hugh Pill, who is the new chief economist at the Bank of England, said on Friday the burden of proof has shifted away from keeping rates on hold. He said, "I'm looking perhaps for reasons not to hike rates." And he also said, well, it might be convenient to hike rates by a multiple of 0.25%. The MPC could in fact choose a different scale of monetary tightening. So interest rates could go up by 0.1%, 0.4%, really any level they chose. And in a Sunday Times interview published today, Andrew Bailey explained that a tight labour market leads to higher wage demands, and that could keep inflation persistently high, at least above the Bank of England target of 2%. Bailey said, A, activity in the economy is slowing. B, the proximate cause of many of these inflation issues is on the supply side, and monetary policy isn't going to solve these directly. It doesn't get more gas, more computer chips, more lorry drivers, he said, and that of course was being in reference to surging global energy prices and also the global supply chain shortages. He continued, and C, however, the concern for us is what they classically call second round effects, particularly in wage bargaining and the labour market. If the economy evolves in the way the forecasts and reports suggest, we'll have to raise rates. However, Bailey also warned the risks to their forecasts are two-sided, saying you're in a fairly febrile world. There are risks both ways. Obviously, our concern would be that if it gets into second round effects, it, by which he means inflation, could be elevated for longer. If we accept the latest Bank of England forecasts, those see economic growth slowing down in the final quarter of this year due to supply chain disruptions and with higher inflation curbing consumer spending. That's all well and good, but the latest data actually shows resilient retail sales and an improvement in consumer confidence, so contrary to those Bank of England forecasts. We're also seeing a broad-based rise in price inflation, albeit being largely driven by global factors, which, as Bailey just said, are out of the control of the Bank of England and its monetary policy, so rising wholesale gas prices and the global supply chain crisis. We are, though, seeing stronger than expected employment growth, and that's despite the end of the furlough scheme in September. Mass unemployment by virtue of those coming off furlough being made redundant, that simply didn't materialise. And in fact, the UK economy now has a jobs vacancy crisis, explained in part in one newspaper this weekend as being thanks to a hiring spree in the public sector. The public sector taking away all those people who might otherwise work in the private sector. In the FT this weekend, Andrew Goodwin, who's at the consultancy Oxford Economics, said last week's labour market data had been unambiguously strong, and that a repeat of this strength in next month's release, which will be published 2 days before the MPC's decision, could easily be enough to generate a majority for a pre-Christmas hike. Which way is the MPC going in December? It's anyone's guess right now. I'm a bit on the fence when it comes to this one, I have to admit. By the end of 2022, we know financial markets expect rates to rise to at least 1%. But do keep in mind that short-term predictions like this are really, really hard. As of course we saw with the November rate decision, when markets expected a hike and it failed to materialise. What do you think will happen? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, I'm Martin Bamford, and remember, when it comes to your money, the more you know, the faster it can grow.